coming in from the mobile lab here at Online Big Blue Studio, sitting at the hotel. Don't have the good microphone. Do have the 4K camera, but the damn internet's so freaking slow, it's not even funny. Want to talk about training camp, which, of course, starts mañana. Veterans reported today. First practice, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be there. There's a bunch of people there. My hair is flat today because you know what? The hotel does not have a hairdryer. Just so much going on in Giants land. I literally don't know where to start. Do we start with do we start with the total disrespect of Giant content creators by the New York Giants organization? Do we talk about what's going to happen with Russell Wilson? Do we talk about what's going to happen with the likes of Jackson Dart? Do we take a look at this situation as a whole? And we have Jay Ferris already coming and going, cruise control. Oh, Dan the Man's also already in the chat going, LFG. Let's go, Giants. Ryan's already pumped up. Ryan's from Brian's Big Blue Podcast. It's also going to be a Giants training camp tomorrow, so we got to make sure y'all, if you're out there, say hello. Got some good content coming with Tim at camp. Let's go, Giants. Oh, we have Daniel saying, happy Tuesday, everyone. Hello. Again, I'm coming in from the hotel. 20 miles away or 20 minutes away from the stadium. Camp starts at 10:30. They open the doors, they open the gates at 8:30. So I figured, you know what? It would be good to stay closer to the facility. Well, the problem is this. With traffic and everything else, it's still going to take me a buttload of time just to get there. But we're going to have a lot of fun going out there. We got Daniel Barrett coming in from Sports Highlights saying, hey, Ryan, Jay Ferris, always giving the love. We also have Michael coming in strong saying, what's up, Tim? Not much, sitting in the hotel, waiting, biding my time before Giants training camp starts. As always, starts anew. We got Michael coming in saying, Tim, Giants 3-14 again. You have to hope it's not a 3-14 again. You got to keep your eyes peeled. You got to keep your head about you because literally it's day one tomorrow. Day one in the facility, day one to full practice, day one to start putting in the game plan before that August 9th game in Buffalo. You got to give it because Michael, listen, we've said this before. It's July. Everyone in the division's undefeated. This will be one of the few times that you will see everyone undefeated going into the NFL season. And that's kind of where we are. That's the way we have to look at it right now. We're all undefeated. It's going to be a learning experience and process, not only for Jackson Dart, but for Abdul Carter, for Bo, for Darius Alexander, for Cam Scatteraboo, for everyone else. It is going to be the learning experience. And we all have to kind of just wait and see where we're at because we don't know. Ryan and Tim live from the training camp. I was going to go live from the training camp, but the Giants kind of pissed me off. Those that do not know, Giants have this new segment where they're having content creators at the facility, and it's like their first content creator symposium. The only problem is they didn't invite any Giant content creators. Listen, I'm not delusional. The Giants are never going to reach out to me and offer me anything. How hypercritical I've been, and right, they would never say, hey, Tim, why don't you come on down here and be part of the symposium? No, I understand that. I get that. But you got content creators that have been doing this shit forever. Good, bad, or indifferent. You like them or you don't like them. They've been doing it forever. And for the Giants to just totally disrespect them by putting in content creators who happen to be Giant fans who have not supported the team through this 11, 12 years of god-awfulness. And then you kind of think that you may be getting towards something. And then what do? You bring in all these people that have nothing to do with it. We also have Andrew Thomas going up on the PUP list, also with Eric the Gray Ghost. It's no big deal. I mean, he's on the PUP for the start of camp. It's not a big deal, guys. It's just relax. Jamal right here. Jamal right here. Andrew Thomas on the PUP list. Not surprised. It's not surprised. It's not surprising. So we're all Jamal Jones has got it right. We're not shocked about it. Eric Gray being on the PUP list, that's just another nail in the coffin for this kid because of the fact that I cannot literally see him make this roster. Dan the Man says, sounds like the Giants propaganda planning. How do they pick people in reference to being content creators, the Giants? And these people don't even really even cover the team daily. That's kind of what I don't get. You don't cover the team daily, but your thought process is, the Giants is, that we are going to have these people be there and get the interviews and do the things that other giant content creators who have been tolling and doing these things don't have the opportunity to do. I don't know. I heard Bobby Skinner's going to have a tip jar. I hope that's not. He's not even. Bobby Skinner's not even invited. He probably would need a tip jar. Oh, damn it! That's what happens when you do these things remote. You don't have your soundboard. But really, like I said, you pick people that are, I guess, social media influencers who just happen to be Giant fans. But you have people that have covered the Giants. You think of Christy Entertainer. You think of Bad Dog. You think of the original Talking Giants. I mean, you think of all these people. You think of Big Dash Knows and Giants Revival, which is also known as New York Revival. You think of Giants Rush. You think of all these people that have done so much within this Giant community. And the first thing the Giant process is, well, you know what? We don't need them. We're going to have this woman that does makeup because that's going to make a lot of sense. And like I said, I'm not holding it. I would never hold out hope that there would ever be an invitation in the mail from me. So don't even worry about it. I'm not that delusional. Ryan's Big Blue Podcast said they get these guys and girls who do TikTok dances and happen to be Giant fans. I could do a TikTok dance. Is that going to get me invited if I do a TikTok dance? If I break it down right now, is that going to get? If I do the old white guy dance, is that going to do? If I do the Carlton, is that going to get me on? I'm thinking I might have to. LeVar says, "Hey, LeVar, I haven't seen you in a while." I said, "Tim, I'm here. Let's talk." What do you want to talk about, LeVar? I want to talk about how this team can finally turn the corner, how this team can finally, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, all that fun shit. I really don't care because, I've kind of reached the point where the Giants, where sometimes you think shit has run its course as I'm sitting in a hotel waiting to go to Giant camp. But don't worry. I'm starting a TikTok channel tomorrow. It's called Tim's TikTok channel, and I'm just going to do TikTok dances. And this way I can get invited to be a Giant content creator. Let's see. Richard said, we already got Richard's in the Bobby Skinner comment. That was actually kind of funny. Jerry Ferris says, it's probably like these kids who are 8 years old and they announce the Mets games for half an inning. I would like to do that. Michael says, Tim, our offense sucks. Wilson is all washed up. You have to, you take a look at Russell Wilson after the 400-plus yards against the worst defense in the league in Cincinnati. You see the serendipitous drop in his play. And a lot of people will say, and I keep telling people all over and over again, a lot of people will say, well, you know what? They didn't let him call audibles. They didn't let him do this. They made him adhere to the offensive game plan. Here's the thing. Russell Wilson is a 2-time Super Bowl participant, 1-time Super Bowl winner. And, people talk potential Hall of Famer. And you have a coach who, in my mind, and Mike Tomlin is a Hall of Famer, and his staff basically said, Russell Wilson, you're not allowed to do anything that makes you Russell Wilson. There has to be a reason or a rationale why. It's not like they just said, we have Russell Wilson, let's not do anything that Russell Wilson does well. There has to be a reason and rationalization why. And I keep saying it over and over again, we are not getting 26-year-old Seattle Russell Wilson. We're getting 35-year-old Pittsburgh Russell Wilson. And we're going to get another version of Russell Wilson where it's a little bit less than last year. Is that better than what we had in 2024? I'm hoping, because if it's not, you're going to see Jameis Winston, or you're potentially going to see Jackson Dart. Here's my concern. The Giants' offensive line is so poor still. We have to see if you're relying on Bo and Chris Hubbard and all these other guys to come in and Evan Neal to all of a sudden make this, Melivakian charge over into the situation where he can be the guard, we could be in serious trouble, because we really didn't fully, outside of Bo and some ancillary free agents, we did not go out and get people that really, I think, could stand up to this line. Now, I'm not saying that Russell Wilson is a statue. I'm not saying that he's Peyton Manning. I'm not saying that, he's high top Johnny Unitas, but he's also not going to be able to escape like he has in the past. My concern, especially with Russell Wilson, is I go back to that game with Joe Judge where he was contained by Carter Coughlin. And I think we kind of went downhill from there a little bit. And if you're being contained by Carter Coughlin 4 years ago, what type of product are you now? Is he better than Daniel Jones? Yeah. I mean, but that's like saying, is death better than taxes? Here you go. Yeah, taxes are better. It doesn't mean it's not going to equally be a pain in the ass for you. But we have to kind of wait and see where he goes with that, because then we also have to get curious what we have in Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is going to be your more statuesque drop back passer, your pocket passer. If anything, he is probably going to need a few more seconds behind that line than Russell Wilson. And then you're going to have the rookie Jackson Dart. We have to see where Jackson Dart progresses. We have to see where Jackson Dart is at this point in camp. The rookies have been there for a while. So they're starting to learn the playbook. They're starting to know the offense. And we kind of got to get an idea how that is going to triculate into him getting maybe on the field a little bit earlier. Is it going to be like an Eli Manning situation, like where Eli Manning at times came into games, first of all, we're not going to say not like the game against Philadelphia where Jeremiah Trotta almost buried him, but he was able to get into some games early. They made the switch from Kurt Warner. He got to learn. He got to play. Do I think that was the best idea for Eli Manning? Probably was. Do I think that's the best for Jackson Dart? No. I think Jackson Dart is on a different level right now, and I think Jackson Dart needs to – and I love it because all of a sudden these writers now are saying, well, Jackson Dart needs the red shirt. He needs the red shirt. I don't disagree. I do think he has the red shirt. Lamar says, let's talk about giving Russ some support. He has an MVP Super Bowl winner, for crying out loud. He also threw one of the worst passes in NFL history in the Super Bowl. And once again, which I find hilarious, that he didn't audible out of the play. So does Russell Wilson also have the supporting cast in the skill position? That's what we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see, how does Tyrone Tracy come in here too? How does Cam Scatterbo fit in? People forget Devin Singletary was second on this team with 400-plus yards rushing, another 200 yards receiving, I think 6 touchdowns. So he was not, while he was not the integral part of the offense that people thought he was going to be, I never did, because like I said, if you went to the year before with the Texans, when everyone got hurt, all the wide receivers got hurt, instead of relying on the rookie C.J. Stroud, you thought they would have leaned on the running game. No, they didn't. They still went to a pass-happy team. But you forget, he is still a viable back as well. Is Wan'Dale Robinson going to give you more than 3 yards in a cloud of dust? Can Darius Slayton be at 3 years, $36 million, at $12 million a year, be an effective number 2 to Malik Nabers? Does the league just say, look at the Giants, look at the Giants and say, hey, listen, the tight end position is kind of garbage right now. So maybe we can just keep a single tight end or safety there, and we move and slide over some more coverage over to the Malik Nabers side. I don't know yet. That's kind of where we're going to have to wait and see. Let's see here. Brian's Big Book Podcast says, Joe Shaman, Brian Dale press conference happening to I didn't know that, tomorrow too. I don't know. Yeah, but you're not going to be able to go to that, Ryan, unless you have a press pass. Jamal Jones says, we must win at Washington. I said it before. And Jamal, I don't know if you heard it before, but I've said this before. For the Giants to have any inkling for playoff opportunity, they have to go 3-3 in their first 6, which means they're going to have at least one divisional win, and they only have to be 1 game above 500 in their last 11. So if we think this team is anything, you should be able to go 500 in your first 6 and then be 1 game over 500 in your last 11. Because I think 9 wins takes this division. I think because of the fact that the way that this game is good, the way the teams are matched within the division itself, I think there's going to be a lot of divisional intrigue. I think 9 wins can take the division. And I think Philly's going to come down to earth a little bit. I think Washington's going to come down to earth a little bit. I think Dallas is going to take a step up a little bit. But I do think at this point in time, and from this perspective, 9 wins can take this division. Jamal also says, or it's going to be ugly early. Oh, yeah, it could get ugly way early. Jay Ferris says, Joe Shane sounds on this point all up in the media when the fans are hyped. Hide it in the cave in November. Very shameful. Joe Shane has been known to disappear when things have gone awry. And that is a nice way to put it. But, he's going to be out and about now because, like I said, everyone in the division's undefeated. So we'll have to kind of see what happens. Jamal also says Russell got the ball out quickly, but don't be afraid to scramble at times. Yes, but Russell Wilson is not the scrambling Russell Wilson from 5, 6, 7 years ago. Russell Wilson is the scrambling Russell Wilson that I watched go, 2-5 in Pittsburgh in the last 7? And he barely threw for 150 yards against the worst defense in the league. He didn't throw for over 220 in those last 7 games. We have to see what Russell Wilson has left, and Pittsburgh wasn't a horrible team. The Giants are an organization that's in flux, so we have to see what Russell Wilson has left. I can see Russell working out. He's around all the young guys, and his level of quarterback play will make them all line look amazing. I don't want to see Dart at all unless it's the fourth quarter if we're up by 14 already. I do think you have to get Dart reps. I've said this before. I hope Dart plays the entire preseason. I hope they don't shy away from having Dart be the guy. I mean, I want to see Russell Wilson get in there. I want to see Russell Wilson. I want to see Jameis Winston get in there as well. But as soon as you get those two guys out, especially if it's in the second quarter, I want Jackson Dart to man the final 3 quarters. I want him to take the entire final preseason game. He needs to get reps. He is not a guy that is coming in. He's not a CJ Stroud. He's not coming in pro level ready. Because of the fact there are a lot of questions about him being the product of a Lane Kiffin system whose top quarterback that they have produced is Matt Barkley. Lane Kiffin's job is not to develop NFL quarterbacks. It is win games in college. So what does he do? Cuts the field in half, gives them one spot to throw to. Second option is to run. They're not allowed to audible. That's the Lane Kiffin system. There was speculation and talk with Jackson Dart coming out of, when the end of the college football season, that will he be able to process the entire NFL field? We gotta kind of wait and see. That's what we're here for. Let's see here. I believe it was Jeremiah Trotter. I'm almost positive it was Jeremiah Trotter. Dan the Man says the only one that got there was Curse made a miracle catch. You're right. You're right. Let's see. LeVar also said, yes, he has neighbors. I don't even think that he'll be his favorite receiver this year, honestly. I actually think that Wan'Dale Robinson is going to be his favorite receiver. I really do. Because I have a concern that with this offensive line, if it is having against a heavy pass rush organization, team itself, that he is going to check down a lot. You kind of watched him do it in Pittsburgh a little bit. You kind of watched him do that second season in Denver. I actually think you're right. I think Wan'Dale Robinson is probably going to be his favorite target. Michael says, if the Giants going to suck play rookie quarterback or GM, the coach will be fired. You know what? That's the NFL. Here's my problem, though. If you fire Dable and Shane, as an organization and a regime, how loyal the Giants are, they are going to go out once again and say to whoever the coach is, whoever the general manager is, this is kind of the stupidity of the New York Giants organization. Wow, it's shocking that they don't allow me to come and be a content creator. But this is part of the stupidity of the New York Giants organization. They look at the organization and they go to coaches. They don't go for the best coach available. They don't go for the best general manager available. They go and say, listen, can you make Daniel Jones an NFL quarterback? Can you work with Daniel Jones? That's what they did with Shane and Dable. So now the concern is you fire Dable and Shane. Is John Mara going to sit there and say, next head coach, next general manager, can you make Jackson Dart an NFL quarterback? That's what I get concerned. Yo, Trenton, Jay Ferris has got a better chance at NAL money than we do at going 3-3. Listen, I'm going to put Matt Sims in his place. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong. I've been in the gym now for 4 weeks. I actually have a personal trainer who is a former NFL quarterback coach. I'm going to tell you this. I was shooting for the NIL deal with Furman. I'm going Southern Georgia. We're going to have to wait and see, Jay. Trent says, yo, what's up, my brother? Trent, where have you been? I haven't seen Trenton in a while. Trent says, all the Eagle players reported for the first day of camp. I got to tell you, Trenton, man, that Super Bowl ring for the Eagles, I talked about it on Sunday. When you hold it up to the second Super Bowl ring they have, it dwarfs it. It looks like a freaking top. And then when the wings opened up on the ring, and then when they open the box and the ring is freaking spinning, Eagles organization did that right. Ryan's Big Blue Podcast says, did you see how Matt Kiffin was to be doing the interview with Schmelik on the page the other day? No, I didn't see it. I did not see the John Schmelik interview. I was like saying Schmelik. No, I missed it. I missed that interview, my friend. James Stein, good evening, Tim. What's going on? James also said, hope the Giants have a good season. It would be nice. Giants had a good season. It'd be great. It would be awesome. But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I can't tell you which direction this team is getting. First of all, it's day one of camp. I can't tell you where it's going. And I was literally going to do a lot of content stuff at camp, but I kind of changed my mind sitting in the hotel after seeing the Giants Twitter feed. I think I'm just going to go enjoy the day as a fan. I have the 4K cameras, I got the GoPros, I got everything. So we'll shoot a lot of stuff, and we'll have a lot of content out of it. But honestly, I really think I'm just going to go see a lot of people that are going to be at the stadium. See a lot of other content creators that I know are going to be there, such as Ryan, Eli Vibes, and a few other people. Kind of just say hello to everybody, and just kind of go there and take it in more as a fan/season ticket perspective. Tay Banter says, spot on. Thank you. So I don't know, spot on. What is? We also have Jay Ferris dropping the 5 online Big Blue gift memberships. Give everyone a big shout out for Jay. Everything you get when you're an OG member, you get all your videos early. You get all the shorts early. You get all the stuff early. It's freaking awesome. It's $1.99. I charge $1.99 because that's the lowest they allow me to charge. YouTube is this money-making machine, and they don't allow you to charge less than $1.99. Let's see here. Thanks for the membership. Yeah, give a big thanks. Oh, you're in the hospital on Sunday. Hope you're Trent. Are you okay? Hope you're doing good, Trent. Man, I missed your stream because of that. Well, okay, Trent. That seems like a you problem, not a me problem. So even if you're going to be in the hospital, you need to have a fill-in. Okay, I need the obligatory Eagle fan in the chat. I don't know where Mr. Taz went. So just letting you know. But I do hope you're feeling better. Try to hope everything's okay. Hope it wasn't anything too serious. Mark Stewart coming in big, strong, saying big salute to him. Mark, you said you weren't going to be at camp tomorrow, right? But I think you said Saturday or Sunday on one of those days. Let's see more. Let's see. LeVar also says Wandell Hyatt and Bellinger will be the guys. I have a feeling. I don't know if Bellinger even makes the team, to be honest. What's his name? Font. He got cut the other day. If I was John City, I would be out making phone calls trying to pick him up. Alan Font. Or is it Fondant? Oh, Fondant. That would be great. Hyatt, listen, I know Hyatt bulked up, but I don't think bulk is ever the problem with Hyatt. I believe with Hyatt has always been, and we've talked about this since day one. Listen, I've said it a bazillion times. I am a big fan of Jalen Hyatt. I was a big fan of his out of Tennessee. I actually was. If the Giants took him in the latter half of the first round, that draft, I was going to be fine. They took him in the second round, I was going to be fine. I thought he was going to be Devontae Smith-esque. But the problem is he has a difficult time getting off the line and into his routes. He's very slow at it. And for a guy that's so fast and so quick like Devontae Smith, you would think that he would use his speed, quickness, and agility to get himself into his routes much faster. Then the other issue is even when he's open, he only had a 40% catch percentage last year. That's something that he has to address. James Stein said if the Giants can go 3-3, you might have a shot at the playoffs, but we have to wait and see how it plays out. Listen, you go 3-3. You've taken a division. That means you've taken a divisional game. that means you just have to go 6-5 in your last 11. If you can't go one game over 500 in this division with this schedule and win 9 games, then you don't belong in the playoffs. We'll just call it at that. Yeah, I'm good, man. All right, as long as you're good. LeVar says, but our defense, Tim, how do you feel about the D-bag we signed? I think he came from Seattle. Did we just sign someone recently? I mean, I'm thinking of Paulson Adebo, who came over from the Saints. My biggest concern about the defense going into this camp, and we're going to kind of get an idea of what kind of defense you're going to run. You're not really going to get the full picture of it, but with Shane Bowen, you have 2 press cover corner man corners and Paulson Adebo and Tay Banks that don't fit anything that Shane Bowen has ever done in his entire NFL career. You have a safety in Holland who 2 years ago was a top 10 safety, and last year his play dropped off so exponentially, he has befuddled most NFL scouts in regards to what happened. Now, listen, and don't forget, Paulson Adebo was coming back off the broken leg. And that injury, which was a Joe Theismann-esque injury, is difficult to recover from. So will he be full speed the first 6-7 weeks of the season? I don't know. I can't tell you. Listen, if he is at $54 million, it's a steal. Same thing with Holland. If Holland is the player he was 2 years ago in Miami, not last year, it's a steal. But then the problem is this. You have to hope that Tay Banks does not take a regression. Your backup plan is Cordell Flott. Drew Phillips, for all the people that love Drew Phillips, the league completed 80% of their passes against him. Yeah, he made a tackle, but a lot of times he's making the tackles because of the fact that he allowed the completion. So, and then you're going to have the likes of what's his name, Corey Black. I mean, you have some depth issues and some play issues at the corner. If you're relying on Dane Belton to be your guy at safety, or to be the second or the third safety, that's going to be a big issue. The hair looks marvelous. Actually, Danny, I appreciate it. The hair is terrible. The hair is flat. I have all my hair accoutrements, but they don't have a hairdryer. So Mark Stewart says Sunday, Truckosaurus. I might go out Sunday. I haven't decided yet. Ryan's from Big Blue Plus says, going to be shooting some videos and making some content with some mini mics. And when I get home, I'm going to recap each day. Look see, that's Ryan. He's the professional of this group. He's the professional. None like me. We had a guest coming on. I'm not going to say who yet, but we have a guest coming on Thursday from the NFL Network to recap the Giants practice on Thursday. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I gotta love the Believe Network at times because they're really hooking me up with certain guests, and I was actually talking today to the director of NFL communications. So we could be on the precipice of really, a really loaded guest schedule. So I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out. LeVar says, Bellinger makes this team. I'm going to do something illegal if he does it. He might. I mean, Bellinger might have to do something illegal to make this team as well. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that fun stuff. He's never really come back since getting poked in the eye. Yes, he's bulked up, but is he the best blocker? No, he's a stronger Caden Smith. And you look at Theo Johnson. Everyone at Penn State will tell you, anyone that follows Penn State will tell you, has all the talent in the world. I always go back to the movie Bull Durham with Duke LaLoosh. $1 million arm, 5-cent head. That's kind of Theo Johnson, and that's been Theo. We've heard the rumors and speculations that Kayvon Thibodeau took plays off at Oregon. We know for a fact that Theo Johnson took plays, series, and games off at Penn State. So if he's got his head screwed on straight, then we can see something. Now let's see here. LeVar, just kidding. Let's see here. I just watched Brock Bowers highlights. Let's not even talk about Brock. But that was still the same draft as Malik Neighbors. So there's nothing wrong with that. But he's no better. Make the team, or I'll send the team a very detailed letter about how I feel about the situation. You should. Why not? Trent says that's a guy who would work on any roster. Oh, Brock Bowers, of course he would. It's just too bad we can't get him. Thank you, Jay Ferris, for the guest memberships. Make sure give Jay a big thanks, everyone. Tim, gotta go. You always have a great show. I appreciate it. Michael, I appreciated you as well. Hopefully you can stay longer next time. Jay Ferris says Bellinger has the rookie performance. Let's see, bonus due. So Shane is going to the Nick McLeod terrorist phone to his agent. We screwed over Nick McLeod. We screwed over Nick McLeod so poorly, so badly. It's not even funny what we did to that guy. And and you have to think a little bit though, because Nick McLeod's play did deteriorate throughout that season. So it's a little kind of on himself and a little bit of kind of Joe Shane. But yeah, I gotcha. Oh, what's up, Mitchell? What's up? Let's go, Tim. Let's see, Rip Ozzy. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne passed away. That is yeah, that was, I'm not going to say it was a shocker, but it's I mean, come on, Crazy Train. Quintessential rock song, Crazy Train. I mean, if you went into the dictionary and looked up prototypical rock song, you would see Enter the Sandman and Crazy Train. Let's see. Trenton says, I wonder how Abdul Carter's rookie year will compare to Chad Campbell's. I think Carter is going to get more sacks. I do think he's going to play less snap-wise than people think. I think he's going to be a situational pass rusher because I think that if you play him as an off-the-ball linebacker, we saw enough of a body of work at Penn State that shows that he's got a 25.7 missed tackle percentage his second season as a starter. And he has problems making tackles in space and in the open. But I think with his speed, his agility, your ability to move him off the line and around the line, you have something that will be able to create mismatches, but you're going to have to be careful of the over-aggressiveness of your defense in regards to Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, and Abdul Carter over-pursuing, which is going to leave huge gaps and huge alleys for a quality quarterback to exploit. Mark Stewart says, I don't like what the Giants did today. You, Bobby Skinner, Bad Dog Chris must be pissed. I'm speaking about the Giants podcast. Yeah, we talked about it. The Giants are doing this podcast thing or content creator thing, and they basically just took content creators who were Giant fans, no matter if they've done anything or followed the team or anything. Now, listen, Mark, you, me, everyone else knows in everywhere in Giant land. Would the Giants ever invite someone like me to do something like that? Oh, fuck no. Hell no. If I was the Giants, would I invite me? No, I would not. Because while I'm fair, some people find it to be a little derogatory and a little disparaging to the team, even though I kind of see it just being fair. But people like Bad Dog, people like Chris, people like Bobby Skinner, people like Talking Giants, people like that, you would assume that they would bring in the building because, let's be honest, they are some of the biggest ass kissers there is for the Giants. I get that, and I understand that. I understand that totally. But to do what they did and basically call it a Giant content creator session or whatever they are and allow these people that player interviews and everything else, yeah, it was a big slap in the face of all content creators. Strider, what's up, man? What's up, Tim? Just woke up from an 8-hour shift. I like that job, my brother. James Stein says, Tim, your streams are very good and very informative about Giants and the NFL. Keep up the good work. I'm very excited about what's coming down the pike. Like I said, I had a nice conversation with some people in the NFL communications office today. We got a nice interview coming in on Thursday with a very respectable reporter, and we're going to talk Giants. I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out. So yeah, I'm kind of. I have to give credit to the Belief Network. They've done more than I thought they would ever do to help us create better content. So I'm excited to see what this season lends. Strider says talent means nothing. Hard work, dedication beats talent any day of the week because talent people fail to do hard work. My other favorite movie, sports movie, The Natural. And you have the beginning scene before Roy Hobbs' father dies, where Roy Hobbs' dad is telling him that you have all the talent in the world, but talent is not enough. It's hard work, it's dedication that goes. So talent is never enough. And if you rely solely on your talent, you reach a point in your career, if you did not put in the work and put in the effort, that you are not going to have a very long career. Mr. Rogers, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Let's see what Mitchell K says. I saw the ESPN roster rankings. We are ranked at 32nd. The Giants ranked at 32nd. I think that's a dismiss. They should be 31st or 30th. I think they're above Cleveland. I think they're above Carolina. I think there is an overinflation of the Giant roster, such as last year. I don't think this is a 3-win team, but I don't think this is a 12-win team. If it's a 6-win team, I would be pleasantly surprised. If it's an 8-win team, I would be shocked. That's why I say if you go 3-3 in your first 6, you only have to be one game over 500, I think, to make the playoffs. Big L Gigante says, it's time, Tim. Tim Hyatt is Tim Lewis. Tim Lewis, that's a good one. He can't get off the DB jams. He really is Tim Lewis. Big L, are you coming tomorrow? I didn't get a text message from you. I got a ticket for you if you're coming tomorrow. But yeah, he. It's funny in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, you could jam the wide receiver at the line within that 5-yard period of time. You could basically, kick the guy when it's down, run to his house, sleep with his wife, kick his dog, do everything else. And still never get caught and still never get flagged for it. Oh, Big L is coming good. Big L, if you want me to send you a ticket, send me your email again. Text me your email again. I know I have it, but I have it in my phone. But literally nowadays, if you can't get off the line and can't get off the line quicker, like Jalen Hyatt's issues are, it's going to be a long season for him again. Strider said we drafted a linebacker to play in the situation pass rush in the first round. What did Logan Ryan say to Bob Papa again? Listen, Abdul Carter is a Giant. Plain and simple, that's it. He's a Giant. Like him, hate him, understand the pick. It doesn't matter anymore. He is wearing number 51. I wish he wouldn't wear the Aziz Ojulari jersey, but he's wearing the 51. So we have to wait and see what he does. That's all I can do. T Brad, what's up, Tim? Hit that like button. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button. Strider says, I got home after an 8-hour shift. I slept a bit and woke up. Oh, okay. I thought you said you slept. How about a Bronx tale? Saddest thing in life is wasted talent. My favoriteest thing in Bronx Tale will ever be, because I'm sadistic and I'm just that type of an asshole. Now Juice can't leave. So, that is the quintessential Bronx Tale. I just love now Juice can't leave. So, Bad Dog Giants kiss asses. Yeah. Do you want me to lie? Chris, Bad Dog, Talking Giants. I can't think of other people right now. Cop Izzle. They're kiss asses. Yeah, that's what they are. You want me to lie to you about it? That's the kind of channel they have. It's not an honest channel. It's not a truthful channel. But those are the type of people that you would want to have at a Giant content creator symposium if you were the Giants. Need a Cordell Flott high five tomorrow. Cordell Flott will miss. Oh, let's see. Jamal, what's up, Jamal? Let's see. There is a lot of interest in this team. Many practices are already sold out. You know what's funny, Jamal? There's not as much interest as you would think, because the last 5-6 years, all the practices have been sold out. There's tickets available still, which I was kind of shocked about. OG Knockout, what's up, Tim? What's good, Tim? I'm sitting here listening. Hello, G. I hope you are listening. Hope you're having yourself a good day, as always. Hope you're having yourself just one of those days. Danny says Cop Izzle is the worst. Well, he thinks he's the best. But usually if you think you're the best at something, you usually are the worst. It's a little warm in the hotel room here. Big L, where were you, man? We could have been at the bar. Tim, while everyone's excited about our pass rush and how many sacks we're going to get, I'm worried about our run defense. How are we going to lead the league in sacks when you can't stop the run? Well, if you hit the like button, I'm going to tell you. You subscribe and ring. You know what I'm supposed to tell people? Because the numbers are down a little bit on the notifications. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Oh, thanks, Big L. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And make sure you hit all notifications, because I noticed that my numbers for all notifications are lower than I'm at the bar. You're not downstairs. Don't fuck with me. You're not downstairs, are you? You're not downstairs at the hotel bar because I would already be down there with you. But yeah, just make sure that you hit the notification stuff. You have to worry about the pass rush superseding the run because the fact is we still don't have the ability to stop in the second level. We have to see if Darius Alexander, who was the 12th defensive tackle taken off the board on a defensive tackle late in draft, who all Joe Shane can talk about and marvel about is he's 305 pounds and a pass rusher. Is that the ultimate running mate for Dexter Lawrence? No. And the interior line has never been the complete issue. It's been the edge. And you still have basically everyone from last year, and all you did was kind of add add Abdul Carter. So I don't know. We'll have to kind of see where that runs out. Kyle Bizzle and his whistle is so weird. I don't know. Does he have a whistle? Maybe he should get a dog whistle. Sorry. Trenton says this team will be hot garbage. My Eagles will make the playoffs at worst. Well, at best, I think they'll make the playoffs. But you never know. Strider says, I don't care who we sign in the offseason. In our defense, we need to play the run better. You're right. We need to play the run better. Ow. That hurt. All right, still got 10 toes. Yeah, we do need the players. Yeah, easy, Trent. We're going to win 10 games. Cop Bizzle guaranteed. Oh, well, Cop Bizzle guaranteed it. Then, that's true, Danny. James says, I hope you have a good day at camp, training camp. Hope drop some stuff from camp tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I'll drop some shorts. I have the big 8K camera. So, and I also have the 4K. Or actually 4K GoPro. So, we're going to get some good stuff. I've never even heard of Cop Bizzle. Well, first of all, you're lucky. And that means you probably saved about 500,000 brain cells. Jamal says, I'm ready to see moon balls tomorrow. Anything over 10 yards. From me or the rest of the people at camp. Because I already told you see me in the parking lot and you got a ball. Yeah, I'll put on a little show for you. I'll give you the Matt Sims preview. I'll give you a little. I'll give you a little show. Give you a little insight into how I'm going to run at this camp. I got to get my film in for my NIL deal. So let's see. Yeah, he blows a whistle when the Giants win and lose. Especially telling his kids to blow the whistle is weird. Him having his kids on is weird. But that's not it's whatever it is. Hey, Danny's just laughing his ass off. Tim to Ryan. It is going to be Tim. Ryan, you bringing a ball tomorrow? Ryan, are you bringing a ball? I was going to say if you were up late, Ryan, you can come on. Let's see here. We can talk about what we want to talk about. How do you invite a guest? I don't know how to invite a guest in this system here. And I'm afraid to push something because it could send someone off to purgatory. Oh, here we go. There you go, Ryan. You want to come on for a second? There's a link. There's a link in the chat. I'll come on in 2 minutes going into the studio. Ryan's going to come on 2 minutes if it comes to Mitchell says the Giants and every other team did not want to draft Shador because that clause is not bowing to the NFL owners. I said it before. There's collusion there. There's always been collusion in the NFL. There's collusion with Ryan Kaepernick. There's collusion, and there was found to be collusion in baseball. So, there's collusion there. And it's almost like they want to teach him a lesson to not, they want to teach him a lesson, which is fine. Which is fine. You know what? He's still a rich kid. He's still getting money. He's still going to play in the NFL. So we're all there. Mike Mitchell K also says, I hate to make it a race thing, but every black quarterback in the first round, everyone, but signing 2 washed up bums to hide Jackson Dart behind. I don't think Russell Wilson is a washed up bum. I don't think Jameis Winston's a washed-up bum because I never thought Jameis Winston was much of anything outside of that one season in Tampa, his 5th year, where he threw for 5,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 30 interceptions, and set a league record for never throwing a ball out of bounds. but they are a better quarterback situation now than they have ever been with 5+ seasons of Daniel Jones. That just kind of sums it up 100%. They are better off now than they ever were with Daniel Jones under center. And is that going to equate to more wins? And that's going to be the big question. Like I said, for all the pomp and circumstance of Russell Wilson, we are still getting 36-year-old Pittsburgh Russell Wilson. We are also still getting 30-plus-year-old Cleveland Jameis Winston. But is that better than Daniel Jones, Tommy DeVito, and Drew Lock? Yeah, you got to hope to God and got to have your fingers crossed that it is. I mean, that's kind of what we got to go for. Let's see here. John Soul says Winston was a top 10 in EB and QBR in 2018, and he was 2018. What year are we in? That was 7 years ago. And they understood in Tampa that Jameis Winston was not the answer, to the point that Bruce Arians knew he had a championship team, but he had an issue at quarterback, and they cut loose their fifth-year quarterback, brought in Tom Brady, and won a Super Bowl. So you're telling me stuff that happened 7 years ago. 7 years ago. And he was a top 5 quarterback in 2021 under Sean Payton on a good offensive team for the Saints. You're going to tell me about how he was towards the end of the Saints career when the Saints talent wasn't at its peak? Are you going to tell me how he was in Cleveland? Are we just not going to, or just we don't want to talk about that? Let's see. J Sport Card says Russian collusion. First it was the Russians. Then it was Ukraine. Frankly, it's the perfect phone call. Anyone with a pulse is better than Daniel Jones. We're going to drop in Ryan of Ryan's Big Blue Podcast. How you doing, Ryan?
Great. Just finished the docu-series, and I'm ready for camp.
You finished a documentary or docu-series on what?
Netflix, the girl who went missing on a cruise, Amy Lynn Bradley.
Baxter?
Bradley.
Oh no, Amy Lynn Baxter was a porn star, I think. Or she was in Penthouse or something. So you're coming out to camp tomorrow.
Yeah.
You are going to be, is this your first time at camp?
Yeah, I never thought about really going, but I've always looked into camp, but it worked out this year.
So this is your first year of non-summer camp.
This is my first. You want to say that?
Because we can say that because Ryan is 12, going on 37. So as a new person going into camp, what is your expectations? Not really day one because it's day one, but what are the expectations that Ryan's Big Blue Podcast has going into this extravaganza tomorrow?
I'm excited to see all the Giants fans, see the energy that all the writers and reporters have been talking about with the Giants. And obviously Russell Wilson's deep balls. You have to be excited for that, even if you don't think he's gonna, be, because obviously he's not gonna be Seattle Russ. But I'm excited to just see his deep throws to Hyatt, Robinson. That'll be exciting. Obviously Dart, you got to watch him, how he's developing through the practices. But yeah, I just think it's gonna be overall a good time. And I'm hoping that the team wins this year.
You're hoping the team. J Forecard says Alan Fant could be better than Theo Johnson.
I posted something about Fant.
He I've liked him over the last couple of years. I think he's towards the latter half of his career, but is he better than anyone the Giants have on the roster right now at the tight end position? I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, last season I know he missed 3 games. He only had 1 touchdown and like 500 something yards, but that is better than what we've had at tight end recently. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
it's not great, but
we have reached the point where we miss Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah, I remember when we first got him. I was so excited because I was younger, and I was just loving.
I was younger. I was younger back then. I was 15. Now I'm 16. So, What's that?
That was 2021, right? So I was something.
I'm starting to weep for the education system. But yeah, Fant would be a upgrade at the position. I'm never a big fan, especially if the Giants are going out this early in training camp and bringing someone in because you have spent this time cultivating the roster. But tight end is a need, and I think in regards to not only the offensive line, I think the tight end position could be a hindrance to the Giants and be a hindrance. We've talked about it before to like the likes of Malik Neighbors.
There is a tight end outside of Theo Johnson because it seems like he's clearly going to be that. He's obviously going to make the team. He's the clear starter at tight end as of right now. But there is a somewhat of a battle for tight end too here with Bellinger, Fedoni, and then you have Manhurts and Dulcich, who I don't think will win. But Bellinger and Fedoni really are fighting for that spot, and I think that's something else to watch through camp. As there's not many position battles that a lot of people are looking at outside of Flavros Banks and DT2, another one that is a little concerning because if Darius Alexander is not NFL ready right now and is more of a developmental guy that you're going to look to develop as he's in the NFL, since you don't know how well he'll translate. So there's the main battle right now is Flop Banks, but tight end 2 is a spot to watch.
It is a spot to watch. Going into your first camp, what position battles are you going to immediately look at?
Well, Flop Banks obviously tight end 2, but the other one DT2, like I mentioned, is probably the other big one because I want Ledbetter to show something to where he can get an increase in snaps from what he's had in his career so far. Because when he has played, it's not been much, but he has had a 66.2 run defense grade, and he has shown some good run defense on film. But he hasn't played enough to really judge him. So if he steps up, he could be that guy that helps out the run defense. And then obviously you don't know what I don't think Alexander's going to be make an impact right away. So I don't really see him being DT2 just yet, but he's a guy to look to develop. And I don't like Roy Robertson Harris, so I hope he doesn't get it.
Ryan Williams says, good night time. I have to say this is the first time in 6 years I feel okay with the Giants, especially with a new face. As a quarterback, I think the team needs to have more depth. Razzle the Gray said, of course, smash that like button. Strider says, I was not excited when we got Rudolph. I got excited for Kenny G, and it was great. Remember, Tim? Yeah, I remember Kenny
that was
G.
Great.
I remember doing the video I think it was an hour after we signed Kenny G, and I did the smooth sounds of Kenny G sound effect, and I said it is one of the worst Giants free agent signings in the history of the team.
Oh, you called it.
And I was told I had no idea what I was talking about.
Well, I mean, if I was like looking back at the money, it was a lot. But obviously younger me.
It was a really lot for a guy who had 2,000-yard seasons in a dome with Matthew Stafford coming off a pretty consistent injury, which held him out for most of the season.
Yeah,
it literally made. But again, it was to get Daniel Jones the weapons. It really made zero sense. J Sports guys, bring back Vashti Shenko. No, that's okay. Raz the Great says Giants aren't even close to being competitive. Larry Donnell. I miss Larry Donnell. I miss Jake Ballard. I loved it still to this day that Troy Aikman would call him Hank Ballard when they did games. I'm like, no, Troy.
And you saw the signing that's going to be such a great move. Some fans are saying the Kayvon Wallace signing at safety.
Oh, you mean the guy that started?
No,
Travis.
I don't think it makes, who cares?
It makes zero sense. Larry Donnell could catch, couldn't block. Is Martellus Bennett still around somewhere? Is the black unicorn somewhere still around? Because I think we might need the black unicorn. Beckham really did not work out. Sucked. He tore his ACL in the Super Bowl. Kevin Boss tore his ACL in the Super Bowl as well. I don't remember Ballard. I don't remember Beckham tearing his ACL in the Super Bowl. I remember Boss tearing his. Or not Boss, I mean Ballard. Ballard tore his in the Super Bowl because I remember him on the sideline in Arizona trying to make the cut, and he couldn't do it. Let's see here. Jay Ferris says, if it were the Dolphins, I'd be all over Font.
Well,
Yeah,
they,
but
they just got Waller, and now Waller's on the PUP list.
well, of course he is.
He's just a
He-
mess.
he's been rapping so much. He rapped himself out of a career.
Yeah.
Waller's nothing. Oh, sweet. The smooth sounds of Kenny G. Yeah, I thought I took a lot of shit for the Daniel Jones take after his rookie season, but I took more shit for the smooth sounds of Kenny G video that came out. Like I said, came out right after they right after they signed. Maybe there was something wrong with me. James Stein says, I hope all the players play up to their full NFL potential, even surpass it if the Giants can do this going. I hope they do as well.
Yeah.
I hope they do. Kevin Boss, we miss Kevin Boss. I miss Kevin Boss. Kevin Boss got that money and went over to the Raiders. Mr. Taz says, on the bright side for the Giants, they aren't the Bungles. Hell, even New York might be able to put up 40 on the Bungles defense. Does anyone remember what happened against the Bengals?
Yeah, we scored 7. It was 17-7.
We scored 7 points against
Remember-
the worst defense in the entire league, who gave up the most 40-point games, the most 36 points, and most 20-plus point games in the entire league.
And you saw you remember the throw Jones made at one point. He was getting hit and he just chucked it in the air.
Big Al, you must be fucking with me because you keep telling me you're in the bar downstairs.
Bennett was a beast.
Bennett was a beast. I can't go to the bar downstairs. I got my kid here. I can't go. Even if, well, I could go. He's old enough. I can leave him in a hotel room. No, this is my new house. This is the new abode.
Studio.
This is the new traveling studio. Raz says, leave it to the Giants and triple down on trash quarterbacks. I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's a trash I don't think it's a trash quarterback situation. The Giants.
No,
I really don't.
Not as bad as Cleveland. Even though we did debate that.
Cleveland could actually have. I've said this to you before. I think Cleveland might have a better quarterback room than the Giants.
Yeah, we got into that a little bit on.
Dylan Gabriel. I'm not a big fan of him, but evidently they're a big fan of him. Cleveland, Shador Sanders. You still have Deshaun Watson. Don't we have the ageless wonder Falco? Not Falco. We do have
Flacco.
We have Shane Falco there, or Flacco, whatever you want to say. They potentially could have a pretty good quarterback room.
And
he also misses Ballard. Everyone does. Everyone misses Ballard. Travis Beckham, 2011 Super Bowl. If not the Super Bowl, he got hurt. Maybe Achilles. I remember Ballard going down in Arizona. I don't remember. Maybe Beckham did. I don't remember Strider, to be perfectly honest. I know who Travis Beckham is. I remember his career, but that's about it. Shockey would be too much to ask for. Yeah. I don't think Shockey wants to play anymore either.
Yeah.
Ryan, you are a podcast. No, you are a content creator.
Yeah.
So you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So the Giants, of course, in their infinite wisdom, came out and said that basically they're having these content creators come out to the Giants, and they're calling it. What are they calling it here? I have the whole thing written down here. They have it as New Faces at Camp, bringing you all the content. Our first training camp creator series.
Yep.
And this is the Camp Creator Series, and it's all these content creators. Like evidently are Giant fans, but they're not Giant content. They don't know shit about the Giants.
I will say this. Well, I'll let you finish first.
No, go ahead.
I don't watch any of those. I've never heard of.
I don't know who any of them are.
The only 2 that I had, or 3 that I've heard of, well, one of them I can't even remember his name right now, but so I couldn't have heard of him too much. But he's a guy who does video games. That tends to be a Giant. That happens to be a Giants fan. I think it was Eli something. Eli.
Eli Vibes.
Eli Vibes. He'll be there tomorrow. I'll see him tomorrow.
I know he's got my number. He's supposed to call me when he gets there.
What time are you getting there?
Lord only knows. We are 25 minutes away, but with traffic, camp opens at 8:30. Practice starts at 10. I want to try to be there by 9, if
Yeah, same.
possible. So, but we'll see with what traffic looks like because it's
The
going to be
other
rush
two,
hour.
yeah, it's gonna be rough. But the two content creators that I did know, Side Talk, I don't, they just make, I guess, funny videos of it. It's usually about the Knicks. It doesn't really match the Giants fans' energy, so I don't think that really is a good thing here. And then the Scarlotta twins, that is the only one I actually do like because they're from where I am, Staten Island. Um, and shout out the Scarlottas. I do got to give them credit. They're big Giants fans, but obviously, not like podcasters like us who know the ins and outs, if you will. But I do like the Scarlotta twins. So shout out the Scarlotta twins.
Why do you think the Giants would go that direction?
Because no, they want people who are not gonna talk anything bad about the Giants, and even the Giants podcast out there that do talk good about them most of the time, still do criticize them and like it's
No,
at points.
there's a segment of giant content creators that wouldn't say shit if they had a mouth full of it about the
They should
Giants.
Marshall Green chat sports. He would have been a perfect one to have
There
on
you
there.
go. Chode Sports, but he lives
Yeah,
in Texas, so
yeah.
it's going to be kind of hard for Chode Sports to go all the way from Texas.
No, I think it was just because they want to try to get the people who I guess it seems like the criteria was like millions of followers and, only be a fan, like just a Giants fan where you don't really know much about football and you just root for the Giants on Sundays. That seems like the criteria. And you know what? The content they're going to be making is nothing crazy. I bet you it's like, how many spiders can Brian Burns thinks he can throw? I don't know. Like something like that. It's not going to be anything cool or interesting.
Jay Sports Cards, he says he misses the King of the Almost Sack. I miss the King of the Almost Sack as well. But yeah, no, I agree. I mean, and hit the like button, subscribe, all do that shit. Make sure that, again, guys, the notification button, make sure you click on all notifications because there's like a standard number that you're supposed to have. And for like the number of subscribers I have, and one that's clicked on notification is well above. The ones that clicked on all notification is below YouTube standards. So do that. And Ryan's like, all notifications. How do I do that here? So make sure you do that as well. Let's see here. Mitchell says we need Derek Ward, Bradshaw, and Jacob, all three to save Jackson Dart's career. I mean, do you think, Ryan, that most Giant fans are going to live and die with Jackson Dart like they did with Daniel Jones this entire preseason and this entire training camp?
A half of the fan base will, like the half that cares a lot about aura, like that type of side of the fan base, they're gonna live and die with him. But you know, obviously, I'm gonna be patient with him, but it's gonna really what I see on the field is how I'm gonna judge him. I'm not gonna, there are gonna be some. I don't think it'll be as bad as Jones though, even though I do think Dart will end up obviously having a better career than Jones. But I don't think, I don't think it'll be as bad as as it was with Jones. You still got
Yeah,
fans thirsting over him in Indianapolis.
yeah, that's going to end real quick. that level fare is going to go down very quickly. The Andrew Thomas, of course, is starting up on the pup list. To me, it's no big deal.
Yeah, I don't look into it.
We also have to look at the Eric Gray Ghost is starting up on the pup list as well.
That's gonna kill him.
Yeah, I don't see that's going to probably end his Giant career. Let's see. Can you turn the air conditioner on? Where's my son's text?
Eric Gray would have needed, someone else to have been on the pup list for or he just, be on the injury list to where he even gets a shot to really, play much through the preseason at this point because he's like the 4th or 5th on the running back depth chart going into preseason. So now his shot at the team is dead.
Well, everyone seems to forget again that we do have other running backs on this team.
Yeah.
I think for him it is definitely a missed opportunity. But like I said, it is what it is. It's early enough in camp that I'm not going to worry about the pup list. Right.
I won't miss Gray though.
No.
I would not miss him.
I didn't miss the Gray Ghost even the day after we drafted him. because I can never figure out why we drafted him anyways.
Remember people
But
were flipping out over that preseason game against Detroit that he had where he made like such a good move or something. It would juke move against the Detroit's third stringers.
do you remember the guy from the guy from Europe, Platzengummer?
No.
You don't remember Platzengummer?
Let me look it up.
Platzengummer, his last preseason game, he had like a 60-yard run. And everyone, all these giant content creators, like, oh my God, he just solidified himself on the roster. I'm like, no, he sucked in camp. He sucked everywhere else. He did not just solidify himself. It's just not.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember Platzgummer now. That was against the
See,
Jets or something.
now you remember the Platzengummer. Mitchell says we are now the Oakland Raiders for quarterback's career to die. Not that bad. Mr. Taz says you might assume you put up 40, assuming the Bengals don't sign Trey. Wait, I'm not. What are we talking about the Bengals for? Let's see. Strider says, Tim, when was the last time we had who ran someone over? Last time I checked, Jeremy Shockey. Sad. Yeah, I agree. The last time we had a tight end that ever ran someone over, yeah.
Yeah. I remember Evan Ingram days and those days, but I don't remember Shockey days.
Let's see here. Oh, I love this one. Strider says Marshall Green with the Mr. Byrne pose. He does. Oh, come on. I have to. Yes. Excellent. Yeah. I was going to say something bad, but
Don't do it.
I was going to say something bad, but it was going to be offensive to people with disabilities. So I'm not going to say it.
Sounds like he's reading off of something. It's like the New York Giants, and then it's like,
Well, I always love it because every title video is the New York Giants signed the greatest free agent ever.
Yeah, no, I think they made I was looking and I saw the title for Kayvon Wallace today. I think it was Giants get hidden gem or something.
Does anyone remember Madre Harper? Or am I the only one that remembers Madre Harper?
Sounds like not familiar.
First season with Joe Judge. We signed Madre Harper, cornerback, off the Raiders squad, the practice squad. And I had to hear how this was a gem, how it was a hidden gem, how it was a steal. And I kept telling people Madre Harper only has straight line speed, and there's a reason why he's on the practice squad. But I had to hear about Madre Harper being the hidden gem for the season, and I think he played like in 7 snaps.
Yeah.
So when anyone tells me someone is the hidden gem, yeah, there's a lot of hidden gems out there. The problem is everybody's looking for
him. Yeah.
So the odds that you're going to find that guy, the odds that you are going to be defying logic if you find another Victor Cruz, if you find another James Harrison. You are defying logic. You were defying everything. So we're going to
watch out for Bo Collins in training camp. I'm telling you.
There you go. Mr. Taz says New York Giants GMs extended for 8 years, $300 million per Chode Sports. They would be perfect at this Giant symposium.
They would.
Because they have no talent and they know nothing. So it'd be great. Razzle the Great says Jerry Jones would have these Giants in the playoffs every year. I'll take it. We talked about Jerry Jones on Sunday. You missed it because you were asleep.
Yeah, I didn't get the notification. And now that's why I turn notifications on. So make sure to
I got a thing from YouTube saying that your all notifications thing is low. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. So make sure you. But Jerry Jones, we talked about it. While he is a bad owner, while he at times makes stupid decisions, he will do anything he can, and he will move heaven and earth to get the Cowboys in the playoffs. They may not win, but he will make sure that team is always in some type of playoff contention.
Yeah.
So I can fault him for being a bad owner, but I can never fault him for not trying to do what's right for the team. Ryan, I stream video games.
Maybe the Giants
will be a content creator. Yes, Andrew Thomas is on the physically unable to perform list. It's no big deal. It's the first day of training camp. It's no big deal. Daniel Jones was on the PUP when he came back from the ACL.
The week 1, the practices leading up to week 1. If he's still, on this injury list and questionable and all that, then that's when I'll get a little worried. Even though, I expect him to at least be back, in the early part of the season. But I'm hoping it's week 1.
I love that 300 million pesos. Oh my god! I don't know. I'm still reading all the comments about the slander of New York Giant content creators.
It is crazy though. I mean, I saw that list. I was like, I didn't expect anybody I know on it because they never tend to go for like the people who actually know football. So I wasn't expecting anything, but it was funny because I only knew two and a half.
Listen, I've said it before. I would never. I mean, as a season ticket holder, not saying nothing, but I would never expect an invitation. I mean, I could never see the Giants saying, "Hey, you know what? That online big blue guy, while he is fair, he's kind of a douchebag." I would
shit on all of our players.
But no, I'm just honest. There's a difference. There is a difference between blind honesty and blind stupidity. But I would not expect ever to get an invite. But other people, like we talked about earlier, you would expect it to yeah. What's wrong with my computer here? Oh, my computer's the internet is this hotel is very so. Jerry Jones is a me guy, Tim. He screwed the Giants over firing Jimmy Johnson. It's all about Jerry Jones and the real head coach. Oh no, I agree with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is a dickhead. Jerry Jones is a god-awful owner. But Jerry Jones gets his team into the playoffs. They may not win, but he gets the Cowboys into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he will move heaven and earth to get the Cowboys into the playoffs. We've talked about this before, going back to I forget when we went back to. I think we went back to 2000. I think we went back to 2009. 11-5, 6-10, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, 12-4, 4-12, 13-3, 9-7, 10-6, 8-8, 6-10, 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, 7-10. All he does is get his teams into the playoffs and try to win.
Yeah.
So
and even when he doesn't, he's not, 3-14.
Right. He's to Ryan's point. He's not 3-14. He's ever trying to do is get his teams into the playoffs and to win.
Yeah.
So I mean, are you bringing a football? Are you bringing a football tomorrow?
I wasn't planning on it till I saw that you said, the sim camp and everything. We're gonna have Tim to Ryan tomorrow.
I might have to do Tim to. I did Tim to Dom from the UK, and he caught it.
Oh, I have
and
big
Dom
shoes
from
to
the
fill
UK
here.
Dom is like, okay. There's Short, there's Papa Smurf, and then there's Dom from the UK. So my question is, if I have to, if I'm going to show you the accrement that I have, are you going to come up with the pass?
I hope I don't Slayton it. I gotta hope I don't Slayton it.
Let's see. Can I? I can't do it. It won't let me pull up the Dom image. But I have the Dom image right here, but it won't let me pull it up. But let's see. I got to keep clicking on it. I mean, to show you.
I see it right now. Oh, there.
Oh, you did? Is it all? Oh, wait. Here you go.
Right now, it's not. Yeah, there it is.
See, there it is. There's a Dom. Now, Dom is there it is. Dom is standing on the rail. There is an 8-inch rail on the bottom of that. Dom is standing on that rail to look short.
And he's still not even taller than them.
And he's still not even the same height. And of course, this is Dom in the online Big Blue studio wearing a Phil Simms autographed helmet, my shoulder pads from college, and a game-worn Giants jersey. But then you want to compare Dom to me. There you go.
There's a Malik Willis.
What's that? You don't see the Dom one?
No, I see it. I'm just saying. Also, there's a picture of Malik Willis behind him, your favorite quarterback.
Oh yeah, yes, that is my favorite quarterback. But that's how short. Here we go. We'll even show you how shorter he is. That's how short Dom is.
He's
and
smaller than the,
he was still able to catch a 40-yard pass in the end zone.
damn.
Okay,
I got tough shoes to fill here.
so Ryan, if you're bringing a ball, don't fuck up.
Yep.
Don't fuck up.
That'll
I
be
love it.
you know,
Razzle says Dom is just tall enough to reach the mini fridge at Poppycockers. Oh, yes, he is. I love the Dahmer. Dom is one of those. Dom is one of those guys you just gotta love. Why does Dom look like Jaden Jones in the helmet in that uniform?
he actually kind of did.
Little backstory. Dom is a soccer player as well, a football player. So when he agreed to come, he came to the UK from the UK, stayed at my house because we went to the Giant game. So good sport that he is, trying to get my shoulder pads on him was the biggest issue in the world because his head just dropped right in. And it was like there was no way. There was so much room on the sides and in the back. There was almost no way we could get the jersey on. I literally had to strap the shoulder pads on him like he was going to play just so we could get the jersey on him.
That's crazy.
So Ryan, you can't fuck up.
I'm nervous.
Afghan baby, what's up, Afghan baby? Our Don greater than Big Dom of the Eagles.
I would love to see that fight.
Our Dom is what I like to refer to as an ankle biter. You don't screw with the Dominic because, like I said, I always worried about him. He will bite your ankles as hard as he can. Strider said, Tim, 20 yards from me is not sure about 40 yards. Dom looks like a Romo in the uniform. Oh, it was fun. Listen, I give Dom all the credit in the world. You fly all the way over from the UK. You stay in someone else's house, and then you literally, I jokingly said to him during the stream, I could go into the other side of the house, get my college shoulder pads. I want you to put them on with a game-worn jersey and an autographed Phil Simms helmet, and I want you to do most of the stream wearing that.
And did he did it?
Yeah.
The whole stream or most of the stream?
He did almost the entire stream wearing
that. That's uncomfortable. That is uncomfortable.
That was the shoulder pads, like I said, you could literally see him just go back and forth. Because I'm not a small man. I was even bigger back in the day. But you could just see he would just like move like this. The whole thing would be going like this. Afghan, man, I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you too, man. We don't do a lot of night streams. I'm doing the night stream, of course, because we're in the hotel tonight. We are 25 minutes away from the wonderment of training camp tomorrow. Ryan's from Ryan Big Blue Podcast will be out there as well. You got the guys from New York Revival going to be out there. I'm not sure who else is going to be out there.
Bobby Skinner,
Bobby
Talking
Skinner.
Giants.
No, he's not Talking Giants.
No, the other Panic of Talking Giants.
Oh, they're both going to be there.
They're both.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Everyone's
literally be nice to Afghan. Afghan baby has been he's supported and followed the channel for a while now. I just don't do night streams. I only do really, come on, Afghan. Not Afghan. Come on, Strider. I only do Sunday streams or day streams.
No streaming WNBA games or anything?
No, of course I am. I'm always doing WNBA games. You know that. There's nothing better when there's nothing on ESPN Deportes. There's nothing better when log rolling is not on. That's when I start watching the WNBA games. Let's see. The Strider says, "Good to see you, though, bro. Good to see you, now, bro. I'm being nice. I know Afghan from me. Oh, okay. All right. I'm just making sure everyone's nice. Making sure everyone. I can move the camera. I didn't know that. So you can see the hotel. See." This is the first half. You can't see it though. That's the first half of the suite, and then there's another room over there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm not saying a suite because you can see here. Here you go. So you can see. You go that way. That's the bathroom, and then this the living room over there, and then there's two other doors over there.
Might have to stay here for your studio. It's a nice studio.
Yeah, I should stay here. Oh, I met him on Bad Dog. All right, as long as you met him on Bad Dog, that's damn line. Tim lives in a mansion, but that's his side house. This is my house got dirty, so I had to throw it away and get a new one. Everyone knows that when my car runs out of gas, I just get a new one. It's just so much easier that way. Ryan, you got anything else you want to talk about?
I need 8 more subscribers before camp tomorrow. That's the goal.
Why? What happens?
Nothing.
What's your subscriber count if you get 8 more?
200. Oh yeah. Oh, the goal to 200. The road to 200.
Yeah, you have to tell me. You have to tell me what the hell the goal is, Ryan. You just can't be like,
I'm tired.
I need 8 subscribers.
No, I was up until 3 a.m. watching episode 2 of the docu, and then finished
Ryan,
coming on.
what the hell is your podcast called? I'm gonna put the link in the
chat.
chat. Where are we at here? Ryan's Big Blue Podcast.
8 away from the goal 200.
We're 8 away. Okay, everyone. Here is the link for Ryan's Big Blue Podcast. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put the link in the chat because it allows me to do it because I'm awesome. There's 71 people watching this garbage still. There's 71 of us. So let's just go over here. Well, we'll wait.
We're almost there. This has been the goal.
Just go over that link I just put on right now, and let's hit the button. Let's hit the button.
193.
Even if you don't like Ryan,
you can unsubscribe after 201.
No, you can't unsubscribe. I'm going for 300. Slider, what's up, Slider? Slider, you really have a YouTube channel, Slider? You really have a gaming channel?
I popped into it a few times to show.
Oh shit, support. Slider! Yeah, DM me or text me or email me your channel. I want to know what it is. But everyone knows. Okay, we need to get Ryan. How many more? Ryan's still at 193.
7
so
more.
Come on, guys, just go over there. Here's mostly video. So what? I play video games like Pong, Tetris.
I was in there.
I'm joking. So everyone just go over there. We'll wait.
We need it. We need it. All the support means a lot. And
get the support you need. If you
194.
If you get to 200, guys, if we get to 200 before I turn off this stream, I will throw the perfect pass for Ryan to drop.
Yeah. And
I will go against my NFL quarterback trainer, who is the gentleman that is training me, is a former NFL quarterback coach. I will go against his advice, and I will throw bombs to Ryan at the training camp if we get to 200.
To McLovin, you mean? Apparently,
I'm gonna throw it to McLovin. So if you come on, I'm put the link in the chat again. So if you haven't gone over there already, just go over there now. What's up, Richard? Go over there now. We got 78 people. What's the Scarlatas?
That's the 2 giant content creators, the ones that I know, the ones that are from Staten Island like me, my boys that I don't know really.
Hey, I'm from Staten Island too. Listen to my accent. Listen to my accent. Now Juice can't leave. Hey.
5 away. We're up to 195.
5 more. All right, guys, come on. 5
like
more.
Live countdown.
If you guys get to 200, I will film this. I will film the bomb live. I might live stream it.
That'll be interesting.
I have over here somewhere. I have the GoPro, the 8K GoPro.
196.
8K camera.
Oh, here we go.
We also have the full-size mic, the boom mic. We will make this an extravaganza.
We need a commentator.
My kids here.
We are give me the Joe Bug.
Stupid phone. Is there in there swimwear? Thank you, Dan the man. So we need, how many more do we need?
4 more. We're almost there.
We need 4 more. We got 78 people watching this so far. Listen, I got to go to bed early, guys, because I got to get up at 6 in the morning still.
I'm getting up at 7.
Because I got to get coffee. I got to go downstairs. Afghanistan, I subbed to you as well, Strider. Oh, good. Well, Afghan baby, did you subscribe a sub to Ryan here? To young Ryan?
Shout out Jamal.
My protege. Come on, guys. We need 4 more. 4 more, guys. Come on. Let's do it. Come on. We can do it for Ryan because evidently you don't want to see me make a fool of myself. That's why everyone's like, we don't want, because I'm going to go against the better judgment of my quarterback coach, and I will do this. I'm not supposed to throw because I got a little tendonitis in my thumb. But and if Ryan drops it, he's going to run around the parking lot with his pants below his knees.
If I drop it, I'll be like McLovin. I'll dress up as McLovin in a future episode during the season.
So you got 5 more minutes.
And we got 4 more needed. Here we go.
No, you need 3 more. You need 3 more. You're at 197. You are at 197. So right now we are at 198.
198. I didn't even see it. It's not updating on YouTube Studio.
198. What do we got here? Massey, is that you, Massey? I thought that was you. Who is under more pressure, Kafka or Bowen? Which unit is stronger? Russ-led offense or the Thibodeau-led defense going into the season? I think Bowen actually has more pressure on him right now. I think Kafka, who's already been a failure once at calling the plays, if he's a failure again, everyone will just say the same thing. What?
I also wouldn't say this is a Thibodeau-led defense.
No, I would say Brian Burns. 198, guys. Massey, did you go over to Ryan's Big Blue podcast? We are doing this for Ryan to get him to 200
right before
camp tomorrow. The night before training camp, and I am going to drop the proverbial bomb to Ryan. I don't know where it's going to be difficult to figure out where because of the fact that you can't do I can't do it inside the camp. We have to do it in the parking lot somewhere.
Like Dom had MetLife. It was in MetLife when you did it with Dom. It was on the field.
We did it MetLife on the field.
Yeah, so that worked. That's a better area.
No, it wasn't. No, actually, it wasn't a better area because it was after a preseason game, and there was like 100 people on the field.
Oh, and that turf?
Yeah, so not only did Dom get the ball from a kid, but then he also went in the end zone and caught it.
Now, am I hoping to hit 200? Am I hoping to avoid getting a bomb?
I would try to avoid hooking for 200. So if you don't know, guys, we hit 200 for Ryan right now. Ryan's Big Blue podcast right here. We're 2 away. I'll put the link in the chat for the 100th time. There's 80+ people still watching. Well, maybe I should subscribe. maybe I should try subscribing. Oh no! When you hit 200, I'll just unsubscribe.
Yeah,
so come on, guys. Come on, guys. How hard is this? This is not difficult. This is not rocket science.
Subscribe because the last stream.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did. What are we at?
We're at 199. Got to subscribe. Shout out, Massey.
Massey coming in strong. Come on. Where are we at, guys? We are 199. We need one more. We need one more podcast. We need one more subscriber so I can turn off the stream and go to bed. James Stein says, I've already subscribed to this channel. I hope you make your goal, Ryan. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. I would say there are more Bowen side. And like I said, I think it's going to be more on the Bowen side. And I think that at the end of the day, I think the defense, if it doesn't turn the proverbial corner and does not play the run well, I think Bowen's gone. I think if Bowen, if anything, and I know the Giants don't like to do it, but would I be shocked if Bowen got fired midseason?
200, no, we hit it. 200, we hit it.
There you go, Ryan. There you go, Ryan.
Shout out to
Ryan. Who was the number 200? Do you know that?
Let me see if they're public. I don't know who 200 was, but Massey was 199, and that was the last public subscriber.
So you have to have
someone in the chat. If you were 200,
if you were 200, let us know. Because I will send someone a prize.
Mitchell K was 200. Shout out Mitchell.
Mitchell K. If you want to email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com, Mitchell Kansas to you. If you want to email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com, I will send you a online Big Blue gift package. So just email me at tim@onlinebigblues.com, and I'll get that out because I got a lot of stuff in my basement. So 200 for Mitchell K. There you go. Yo, Tim, I'll send you my link next live stream. Send nudes. Listen, no, I'm not Mitchell K. I'm not joking. Email me at tim@online. I'm not joking. Just literally email me at tim@onlinebigblues.com, and I will send you something. I will send you a little. I will send you something. I will send you something good, actually, for being the 200 subscriber to Ryan's Big Blue podcast.
I'll always remember 200.
Remember me on your way to the top.
Yep. Well, we're getting there. Camp starts tomorrow. I'm excited.
Do you want to tell everyone what you actually are doing or trying to work towards?
Just make it in a career. Make it a career.
Right. That's what you want to do.
You know, not where I'm asking, for donations each stream or anything like that. Just like, an actual broadcasting career in it.
You want to be an you go to broadcasting camps.
Play-by-play would be nice. Yeah.
You want to do play-by-play. So this is your first step into going into a bigger arena.
Yeah. But obviously, even if I'm doing Giants podcasting, I'll always have, even if, in the future it's something else, it's going to be something Giants will be in there, like a Giants podcast.
So
maybe I'm like the next John Schmelk.
You want to be the next John Schmelk. So you want to be like, I'm going to unsubscribe.
No.
Would that be fucked up? Because then I'll be the 200 subscriber.
Then you don't get to throw a bomb.
I have 500 subscribers. Jay Ferris, you have 500 subscribers?
I'm actually, I'm catching up to you now. I'm only 12,000 away. 12.2K.
So. Tim, I'll send you my link next stream. Yes, Slider. Are you on X, Slider?
Shout out.
Or just email me at tim@onlinebigblues.com. Or do you have my phone number? I don't know. Everyone has my phone number. It seems like everyone has my phone number. I always laugh at that. It's like I always tell people, they're like, well, I'll just text you. I'm like, you have my number? I was like, oh, you're like, yeah, you gave it to me. All right.
You get a text, the text ding once a stream.
I know. Oh, no. You know what the funny thing is? I've gotten like 22 messages since I've been on this stream. And then I text people back saying, I'm on a stream.
Yeah.
But look to Afghanistan. Congratulations. Looking forward to your Giants. Okay, so you got your 200 subscribers. All right, my work is done.
Yep, we did it. As I finished my Dunkin' Iced coffee.
I think we got you to 100 too, or whatever it was.
We did 100. We did hit 100. I think the day after I was on the live, or it might have been the day. Actually, I think it was like the day you came on the live. Remember when we did the stream together?
Oh, that's funny. Giants Rush did a giveaway for the 100 subscriber, and the people kept subbing and unsubbing. Oh, I have to unsub now.
Giants Rush.
Just because that's fucked up. Because it's funny. It's fucked up and funny at the same time.
How do they even like?
But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired.
One more thing before we go. Do you know how is it every team training camp? I know there's some teams I think that have more practices than the Giants, right? I think I didn't look at how many each team has, but I think there's some teams with a good amount of teams with a few more practices than the Giants.
You only get additional practices and additional time if you have a new head coach.
All right. That's interesting. That's new. That's a new fact to me.
Yeah. If you have a new head coach, then you get extra practices and extra time. But normally, because of the CBA, everyone gets the same amount of padded practices.
Yeah, they just report it.
Unless you're talking about practices in general.
Oh no, that's on the team, right? That's on the staff.
Practices in general is still part of the CBA. But if you have a new head coach, you actually get additional practices.
All right.
Here's my link. No, Slayer, that doesn't allow you to put the link. Doesn't allow you to put the link in my chat. Only I can do that. I can put the link in my chat. Slider, just email me, tim@onlinebigblues.com.
I'm ready tomorrow. I'm ready. Let's do it tomorrow.
Just email me. Slider, here's my damn email. Just email me and I will send you I'll send you my phone number. I'll text you my phone number. I thought I gave you my phone number. I don't know.
Phone number
How many
reveal?
messages do I
No.
have? I don't fucking know. How many messages do we have right now that I've probably messed up on? Yeah, good example. Right now, I got a 110 messages
That's crazy.
that I haven't read yet today.
I can't.
I'm getting
I
there.
need. I think I have an OCD where I need to make sure I read all my messages so I don't see the notifications.
Oh, mods and admins can post links. Listen, Afghan. During the season, we're cruising. We got hundreds of people in the chat and stuff. I don't need a mod. You want to know why? Or an administrator. You want to know why? Because I just know everything. Plus, if I have a mod or administrator, I can't wonka people.
Yeah.
And if I can't wonka people, then I don't know who I am. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Ryan, you got anything else to add this with? Because I gotta go to bed. It's late.
Yeah, I have a timer for when I'm getting up tomorrow. 8 hours and 9 minutes right now, so I'm not gonna get too much sleep, but I'm ready for camp.
All right, we're all ready for camp. We're all ready for Ryan's Big Blue podcast. If you haven't gone there already, there's the link one last time. I think I'm going to go there and unsub and sub because I want to win a prize.
Yep, your
He's
prize
got 200 subscribers, 43 videos out there, talks everything New York Giants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wishing anyone that's going to camp tomorrow, I'll see you there.
Yep, same here.
That's my outro for the night. I'll see you there.
And until next time.
Till next time. This is Ryan. Oh, this is Ryan. This is Tim.
And Ryan of New York
There
Giants.
you go. You're getting better at that. Yo, just emailed me. All right, let me check to see if he just emailed you. I don't have an email from you.
New York Giants Generation, another podcast of ours. Make sure wherever you get your.
Oh yeah, go
podcasts,
subscribe to that. Is there a YouTube channel for that? I don't remember.
Not yet, but I did see
Slider. I didn't get it, Slider. Slider, I didn't get it. Did you send it to tim@onlineBigBlue.com? It could also be late because of because I'm at the hotel. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here. It's late. I'm gonna get some sleep. Appreciate the 75 people that still hung in through this. You guys are troopers.
So, we had James Williams in here tonight.
James wasn't in?
Yeah, no, I didn't see him.
Nah, he's probably high. Yeah, it's there. All right, I'll look for it later, Slider. I gotta get ready because I also have to pack because I gotta get everything ready for the car tomorrow. So Ryan, we will see you tomorrow. I'll text you or call you when we're at the stadium. So we'll figure out where you are.
Yep.
We'll see everyone else. So everyone, have yourself a good night. Everyone have a safe night, and look for that giant content starting mañana. And guys, we are out of here.